Hello, dear Libra. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. This is your mid-December 2018 Divine Spread, General and Love reading. And thank you for being here. I'd also like to mention that your free, your timeless reading has been done. For those of you that haven't seen it, you can go and watch it. You had an extra reading. So I've started the timeless readings, and what that means is it's a reading for whenever you watch it, okay? So it's not a reading that's going to have a date on it, a time period. Whenever you see it, that's when it's applicable, okay? Because everyone is not born on the same day, and not everyone's got a different life. So thank you for all the support. It looks like Virgo is the next sign. So if you are dealing with a Virgo, they're going to get the timeless reading. Let's do your divine spread. This is the Karma Dharma position. And thank you so much for your patience. Today is the 18th of December. Running late, very busy time of year. It's been crazy. Let's see, dear Libra, what are we dealing with for mid till end of December? Libra. Okay, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is Jupiter, as you can see, the little sign up there. The Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius. Jupiter is actually in its home sign of Sagittarius. So the Wheel of Fortune is, the word says it, fortunate. Let's see what else we've got. Whatever is going on for you, this is a change. This is a positive change. Let's see the rest of your cards. Sagittarius is a very, very positive energy. We've actually got the Sun at 26 degrees. Jupiter is at 8, nearly 9 degrees. Mercury is not far away at 5 degrees 25 minutes, and they will be having a meeting, Jupiter and Mercury, in a few days, in about 3.5 days. So there's going to be conversations, beneficial ones, conversations which will bring expansion, growth. It's looking at the bigger picture, starting a new adventure. Dear Libra, let's cut your cards. Just letting you know that your ruler is in Scorpio at 11 degrees. Your ruler, Venus, the goddess of love and money, she's actually out of her shadow period, so she's covering a new area in Scorpio. So things that have been hidden are coming to light. As I said, conversations about our values, our sexuality, our intimacy, our shared sharing, living together, living under the same roof and sharing everything, our money, our finances, our resources, anything like that. Now, Venus at 11 degrees and 1 minute. 11 is a very important number. It's the number of the Justice card. Let's see what we've got. At the root of the issue, we've got the 10 of Pentacles. So you've got 2 10s already. In the hidden position, what you don't see is the 3 of Cups. And I'm using this wonderful deck, which is the Mystical Tarot. And it's by Giuliano, Costa. It's from Italy. It's the first time I'm using it, so I'm really excited about it. The depictions are amazing. Let's see what's in the recent past for you. We've got the Sun card, and this is Leo. In the now position, we've got the 10 of Cups, another 10. Crowning your reading and your goal is the 7 of Cups, which is the energy of Neptune and Pisces. In the advice and action to take is the 4 of Swords. The outcome, dear Libra, is the Nine of Swords. I knew it was too good to be true. You have such positive cards up till here. Now, this is a card of worry, but let's see. I'm going to take some more cards. In the divine position, we've got the Hanged Man. And it looks like he's been hanging for a while. Again, Piscean energy. Now, what is in Pisces? We've got its ruler, which is Neptune. We have Mars. Mars is at 20 degrees. Neptune is at 13, almost 14 degrees. Mars is almost at 21 degrees. So it's not long before it exits Pisces. Now, we've also got Chiron. Chiron is almost at 28 degrees. So, you know, Chiron is past life wounds. It is finishing up a cycle. Pisces is the end of the cycle. Any childhood conditioning or wounding is being healed. Chiron was retrograde. It is moving direct. So it's going to be moving away from Pisces, starting a new cycle. Let's take a Black Moon astrology card for you. All right, okay, Libra, got your card, and we have the 6th house, which is routine. Now, the 6th house in the natural zodiac is Virgo. Okay, for you, Virgo is your 12th house, and I do believe that you're probably waiting on some sort of a completion. The Nine of Swords, which is the outcome card, is, you know, Nine of Swords would be the last, you know, because the 10s break down to a 1, 9 is as bad as it gets, 10 is the actual completion. Now, the 6th house is your routine, it's your health. Some of you may have, may be dealing with some sort of a health issue, because we've got the 4 of Swords, which could be someone who is, you know, taking time out. This is the action and advice. It's a number 4, and any 4s are, you know, speak of home and family. Now, the full moon in Cancer on the 22nd of this month, it will be a strong full moon. It will be a positive full moon, and the moon is actually ruled. The moon rules Cancer, so, you know, full moons are culminations. They are enlightenment. They're receiving the knowledge. Something is finishing up. When I say receiving the knowledge, because of the light that is reflected from the sun. So there is some sort of a culmination. Now, the moon is in Cancer. That's the natural 4th house of home, family, your foundation, as well as your home. So some of you could have someone who is ill at home. Now, we've got Swords here, which is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Okay. Now, because you are Libra, this could be you that's worrying. It could be you that's going through some sort of an illness. I don't think it's anything crazy, anything difficult, because the Wheel of Fortune, and especially with the sun being in Sagittarius, that's where Jupiter is, that's where Mercury is. I don't think that this is a negative energy. This seems like a very good quality. Jupiter is very beneficial, expansive, and lucky. So here in the divine position, we've got the Hanged Man. And look at the way the tree has grown. It looks as though he's been hanging here forever. Okay, but he's a number 12. If we add the 12, it adds up to a 3. 3 is expansion and growth. 3 is also the Empress. Here we've got a number 30, which breaks down to a 3. You've got 3 10s, 3 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 10 of Cups, which again add up to a 30. breaks down to a 3 again. So yeah, even with the 10 of Pentacles here, I can see that this is a family situation. This is the money of the family, the home, the your actual foundation, your physicality around money, possessions, the generational wealth. I'm going to take another card before, I want to look at the 9 of Swords mostly. But let's see what is in the hidden position. Another 3. 3 of Cups. And this is a celebration more than likely. Okay, celebrating something, and this is not to your knowledge. I feel as though there is a pause here. There is some sort of a sacrifice or changing your perspective. Now, I believe that with Saturn being in Capricorn, and that is the Lord of Karma and Time, and especially with Chiron moving away from Pisces, any wounds of the past, of your childhood, or even from a previous life, I believe that they're coming to an end with Chiron finishing up in Pisces. Now, when Mars moves into Aries, because that's going to be your 7th house, dear Libra, of partnership, relationship, any sort of relationship, when Mars moves into Aries, and that's its rulership, it's going to be very strong, and it's going to be, Mars is the action, it's our vitality, it's our driving force, our life force, it's very strong. So that's going to happen on the 31st of December. So the new year is going to bring, pushing forward, it's taking action, it's very strong in Aries. So that's, Mars can be a lot of passion as well. So that's something that we need to look at, as well as having Uranus. Uranus being in your 7th house is ready to move into your 8th house, which is the natural house of Scorpio. Scorpio is everything that I said before, shared resources, death and transformation, sexuality. Now, Uranus breaks down things that do not work. Uranus is doing things differently. It's being the genius and having, a very progressed way of doing things, a very intellectually, a strong foresight, I want to say. You're able to look at things from a bird's eye view. So let's see what else we've got here. We've got the Sun, and this is Leo. So the Sun is vitality, it's healing, it's true love, children, it's having fun, being joyous, taking a risk, and also it's also a lot of creativity, because that's the 5th house. Leo is ruled by the Sun, and the Sun is the most positive card in the tarot. So we could be talking about anything like that. Now, in this card here, we've got a Chariot coming out of the Sun here, and the Chariot is the energy of Cancer. Cancer can speak of the mother. Cancer is, Cancerian people are, very open with their emotions. That's what the moon is. It's having, and showing your emotions. But Cancerian energy is, they give and they give and they give until, if they do not receive, they can become quite, what's the word I want to use? They will withdraw and they will be hurt. All water signs are very sensitive. So Cancerian it's the child that wants to be loved and nurtured. So the full moon in Cancer does speak of emotions. Let's see, with the 10 of Cups here in the now position, and the 10s always speak of completion, so this breaks down to the Ace of Cups. There is some sort of a new beginning that is, you're on the verge of beginning. Now, the Ace of Cups could be an offer. It could be whatever it is, beginning something new that's going to bring you emotional happiness. Now, the Ten of Cups, does show a family where there is happiness. Here, there is money. I'm going to take more cards because I'm not reading reversals. Even if these cards were in the reverse with the wheel here, and the wheel always is changing, it's turning, never, it's not stopping, it's on the go all the time. But see, the Hanged Man in the divine position says that whatever pause or break or taking time out you're going to have, it's going to be good for you. Now, some of you may just be so used to being on the go and you're not ready to take a break. Maybe you're pausing to focus on family. The North Node is in Cancer. North Node is our destiny. It's our karma. South Node is in Capricorn. Let go of the career. Let go of the authoritarian. Love and nurture your family. Now, your crowning card is the Seven of Cups, having choices, but wearing those rose-colored glasses. Now, Neptune is moving direct in Pisces. Neptune is forming a beautiful trine across to Venus, and Venus is love, our values, and anything that is important to us. So, Neptune is the divine love. And this is a beautiful conversation that's happening with Venus and Neptune. So there's a very dreamy energy. That's what Neptune is. Very dreamy. Sometimes we can, it feels like there is an illusion happening, that it's not real. Neptune and Pisces is, being, I don't want to say the word stoned, but being in an illusion, not seeing the truth. Living in a dream. It's a dreamy like energy. But it is a 7, and 7 for me is the divine. So let's take some more cards. Some of you are just taking a break. It is holiday time. It is almost Christmas. So let's look at this Nine of Swords, because that's the only card that's giving me a little bit of concern. So we've got quite a few cups. We've got very strong Piscean energy. So if you are dealing with a water sign, dear Pisces, did I say dear Pisces? Okay, there are Pisceans out there that are cross-watching, talking to Libra. So Pisces for you is your 6th house of your routine, what you do every day. Again, health, the house of Virgo, is also deals with pets. And Virgo is very, very discriminative. Sometimes they pick at things. For you, of course, it's Pisces, but I'm just saying the natural 6th house is Virgo. So let's take on this Nine of Swords. What is this? What is this sleepless nights? Another 10, you guys. Whatever you've been worried about is coming to an end. Now, wands always speak of work. It speaks of having a burden. It's too heavy for you to carry, whatever this is. And I'm going to say that I feel as though with this time, the time that we're at right now, there's a lot of pressure to get things done. Everything has to be done yesterday. Maybe that's the burden that you're dealing with. Maybe you are the last one that is working. You're trying to finish up. 10s break down to a 1. Again, we've got 4 10s, which break down to the 4, which is the home, the family. Another 4. So finances here. We've got the 4 of Pentacles, and this card for me is Taurian energy. If that is not the case for you, this is just being the miser, holding back, holding back on something, being worried about ending some sort of cycle, which is, because the Nine of Swords is not the 10, something to do with communication. Now for you, the natural house of Taurus, which is Scorpio for you, is your second house, and we're talking about the physical body. The second house is also money, your belongings. And this, this is the Four of Pentacles, is sort of holding on to what is yours. Maybe you're dealing with someone who is being stingy with their belongings, with their money, whatever the case, with their heart, their feelings, and this could be what is worrying you. Let's look at that Four of Swords. But there will be clarity, there will be. With Venus in Scorpio, Scorpio is everything that is hidden and unknown, but there's going to be conversations. Conversations will be taking place because Mercury is in your third house and it's very strong there for communication. Let's take that Four of Swords. Eight of Swords, wow. Feeling as though you are trapped, not being able to move. Again, 8 is the house of Scorpio. Some of you are worried there is a burden about some sort of lack of sharing information, communication, and conversations that need to be had. Let's look at the divine position. Wow, we've got Capricorn here, and remember I did say something about your career, the authoritarian. This is Capricorn, and this is where Kronos is. I said that there may be a standstill because of Kronos, Saturn, okay, the Lord of Time. So you need to take some time out. Some of you are hoping to be able to, maybe even with all the work that's going on, because of the Ten of Wands, there is some sort of burden. Maybe you've been working too hard. Maybe you've got someone that's breathing down your throat, pushing you to the limit in whatever sense that is for you. Because the card of Capricorn, the devil, is like being in a vicious circle, not being able to get rid of this energy. Now, Capricorn is really hard work. I believe that you need to let go of, as I said, hard work. Whoever is being very hard on you, pushing you to your limit, because there's so many tens. But there is a change. You need to get out of this. Okay, this is a perceptive energy. This is your mind that could be playing tricks on you with the Seven of Cups. Now, is it lack of clarity, lack of courage that is getting you into, wow, that is getting you into a tangent? And here we've got the Seven of Wands. Look at those two falling stars. Whatever you're up against, you have been successful, but now you're trying to push against naysayers, people that are pushing you, as I said, to your limit. You've got a major wand here that's in your hands. Major. It is massive, which says to me that you've got the power, and you've got, at this time, you've got the support of the divine. Another 7 here. Now, through your passion, as I said, Mars will be moving into your 7th house on the 31st of December, depending on where you are in the world, on the 31st or on the 1st of January. So let's take some more cards. I want to look at the Seven of Cups. And we've got a number 1, which is the Magician. This is beautiful. Mercury. Remember how I said that Mercury is going to be meeting up with Jupiter? I believe that that's when you're going to get the clarity that you're waiting on. Whatever's been troubling you, you're going to have clarity. Now, this is the Magician, which is the card of Mercury. And the Magician rules Gemini. Maybe you're dealing with a Gemini or a Virgo, because both Virgo and Gemini are ruled by Mercury. Now, Mercury is the messenger of the gods. Okay, as above, so below. You've got the power to manifest. You've got the power, and you've got the gift of the gab. Open your mouth and speak. You've got the power at this time. Let's look at that 10 of Cups. 4 of Cups, another 4. So you are waiting on this Ace of Cups. Do not fear, it's coming through. Remember how I said the 10 of Cups breaks down to the Ace, and that is an offer that's coming through. This is happening, and there is an offer for building a family. There is an offer of anything to do coming through from a family member. Anything to do around your foundation, your home, your parents. Now, with that, this 4 of Cups, this person is actually in a dream state. He's actually sleeping, if I'm not mistaken. So he's not noticing this cup. And this comes back to the illusion, the 7 of Cups. Some of you could be receiving messages through your dreams, because Cancer is, and the moon is a dream state. It's our dreams. It's messages that come through when we sleep. Let's look at this card of Leo and the Sun. 3 of Swords. Okay. Wow. Okay, 3 of Swords. Some sort of a heartache or heartbreak. Now, as I said, I've mentioned everything about Leo. The Sun is a healing quality. 3 of Swords is some sort of a heartache. 3 people are involved here. We've got the 3 and then we've got the 4. So some of you are through some sort of an illusion. I think this is very Neptunian energy for you. You're going through some sort of a change. Just looking at the chart. So, okay. So Neptune is, I should say that Jupiter and Mercury are moving towards, Jupiter is at 9 degrees. Now Neptune is at 13, nearly 14 degrees. Soon, and Mercury moves much faster than what Jupiter does. Mercury's at 5:25, 5 minutes, 5 degrees and 25 minutes. So Mercury soon will be conjunct Jupiter. So the conversations of truth are going to be coming through. Now, because Jupiter is, the biggest planet, Neptune is also a big player. The orb, they're getting closer together. They're going to be very close. So they're going to be having some sort of a conversation through it's going to be a square. Now, a square in astrological terms is a difficult energy. So the square pushes us for change. That's where it's positive. So whatever conversations and truth comes up for you is going to take off those rose-colored glasses, dear Libra. And that will be happening soon. Let me take one card on this 3 of Swords and the Sun. So worries around children, around romance, around risk-taking. And we've got the moon here. Wow. All right. This is the moon. For me, the moon is, we're talking about the full moon. You're going to have clarity, some sort of clarity around the time of the full moon. As I said, pay attention to your dreams. Others of you could be receiving the information on or around the full moon. From the full moon until, up until January, I would say that's where the eclipses will be happening, in January. So we've got the sun and the moon here. So when the sun and the moon meet up together, it's either a full moon or the new moon. But when they're close together, it's a new moon. Now, could we be talking about, the new moon that happened in Sagittarius around the beginning of the month of, when was it? Okay, so we're actually on the 18th. So around the 6th of December, something happened for you around the 6th, 7th of December, because this is in the recent past. All right, so trust your intuition. Let me look at the Three of Cups. Two of Cups, incredible. Romance, partnership, agreement, contract. Something is happening here. This is what you don't know. So we've got the two, and then we've got the Three of Cups. And we've got the Four of Cups. That's got the potential to get to the 10. A lot of cups. Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune. Now the Moon card is called the Piscean card, but I call it that. I call it Cancer because the Moon rules the 4th house of Cancer. So let's see what this wheel is. I'm going to take 2 cards. And we've got the, is that the 5? That's the 5 of Swords. So some sort of a fight, a disagreement. 5s always speak to change, thank goodness. And we've actually got, and if I'm not mistaken, right at the top, it looks like Jupiter in the background, as you can see. That's incredible. This is a new deck, and I'm just noticing things about it slowly. And guess what we've got? What is the wheel bringing you? Libra. It's bringing you the Four of Wands, which is stability, celebration, a family situation. This is beautiful. The change is happening for you. What was that? Oh my God. Sorry about that interruption. There was another sound just like that one after that, and people are saying that it's fireworks. I don't know about that. I feel as though that's an explosion. I will keep you updated, and I will let you know what that was. But my hands are trembling. That was scary. So if they're making fireworks that sound like bombs or explosions, because that was very Uranian, then they should stop doing that. Goodness me. So I was saying, now with this card in this deck, as you could see, this Tower, it's a very special card for me, this one, because as I've said to a few other signs that got this card, which would have been, I think it was Cancer, first of all, that got this card. I've actually had a vision. Actually, it wasn't a dream. It was, yeah, I can hear ambulance in the background. I can hear ambulance in the background. God help whoever got hurt in that. So I've had an elusive dream, I want to say, which is, the dream state before you actually sleep. It's as though you're dreaming, you're having a vision. And I've seen something like this where I was on one of these, and I believe that these are dimensions. So I was at the top, not right at the top. I'm sure that there were more above me. So I was practically, let's say, halfway. And I was looking down and I could see all these weird beings. So beings that would be on another dimension, but I was even higher, on a higher dimension. And I do believe that that was a very important message. So I'm going to reference it down the video where I saw, because I'd seen this, I've never seen anything like this before in my life. And then I saw that dream, let's say. And after that, I was watching a video which is on astrology, and I'm going to reference and put the link down in the description box below for you if you are interested, because the video actually opens up with a building that's been made. And if you listen to the video, the building is being built. It's very, very similar to this. And I had that vision at least a year before I actually saw that video. And from my knowledge, I think it's being built in China. No, in India, I think. Yeah, if I remember right, because I've seen the video a while back. So when I saw that picture, I could not believe it. It reminded me straight away of that dream. So I believe that this card speaks of the different dimensions: third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth dimensions, 5 dimensions. So that's why the reading, the title, and it is for Cancer, yes. Yeah, the fifth dimension, love. So if you are dealing with a Cancerian, I would say go and watch that video. You may get more information. Now, this video was made by Maurice Fernandez. Yes, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm going to put his name in the description box. He's a very, very knowledgeable astrologer. Very interesting to listen to him and what he speaks of in the video. So sorry about that long talk, but I believe that it's very important that the relationship, your relationship, could be taking on another dimension. This could be a past life connection, right, that you're dealing with. The wheel is bringing in something like that for you. Now, especially with the falling stars. And another thing that I'd like to reference is that Virgo's title is Make-A-Wish Virgo. They had the same card, and that's why I named their video Make-A-Wish Virgo. And you've also got the 6th house, which is the house of Virgo. So yeah, still trembling from those explosions. Now Uranus is at almost 28 degrees 46 minutes. The moon is right above Uranus, and Uranus is still retrograde. Uranus will be moving direct on the 7th of January, and it will be entering Taurus roughly around 15th of April, give or take. Now, Uranus can speak of explosions, electrical explosions, electric storms, anything to do with electricity, the nervous system, and it's also the rebel. You know, it's like things that are changing drastically, quickly, unexpectedly. Now, Uranus moving into Taurus could speak of freaky weather. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. All right, Libra. I'm going to take one card now on the 10 of Pentacles and a couple of Sibillas, and I will end this reading. So, the 3 of Swords is obviously some sort of heartache, heartbreak, miscommunication, a fight, a strong disagreement around family issues. Let's see what the 10 is. And we've got the 8 of Wands and we've got the butterflies. Look at that. This is beautiful. So this is communication, flight, travel, the arrows of Cupid, and just generally quick energy. And as I'm looking here, so we've got the 8 and we're going back a step to the 7. You've got something is holding you back. And I'm going to say family money is holding you back from receiving, you know, a completion, receiving luck. Now also the house of Leo, which we've got here, is the house of lucky games and taking a risk. All I know, dear Libra, is that you've got the wheel here. So we're coming from the 5 of Swords and you're going into the 4 of Wands, which is beautiful energy. I'm going to take 3 Sibillas here. So you've been on a bit of shaky ground. You've had a drawback for some sort of a reason. You know, time is of essence. Time is Saturn. You cannot push Saturn with time. Things have got to happen at the right time. Okay, one card is the news that's coming through. We've also got Superbia, which could speak of vanity. So you've got 2 twos here, but it's also, Superbia can be something that is wonderful. But as I said, again, it could be vanity. And the male peacocks, which have got the beautiful feathers, can be quite, they're ready for a fight. They want to be the leader. They want to be the only male around. So this could speak of vanity as well as competition, I'm going to say. And here we've got the L'amante, which is a number 11. This is your Romeo. Love is coming through. The message of love and beauty and, having a strong ego. Now, Leo can speak. The shadow side of Leo can be ego. So if someone has been a tough cookie and holding their ground and being stingy, not ready to take that leap of faith, or whatever the reason, even with children could have been what is holding you back. Even though we don't really have pages here, but we've got, family situations. Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune, 5 of Swords. And the 5 of Swords, I do see it as competitive energy. Now, if this is business, there is strong competition. Do not worry, you're getting the offer in the end here. L'amante, again, is the offer. It's an offer that's coming through. Let's take 3 cards here. We've got deliriousness. 3 people here. Delirante is a neutral card. Let's take the next one. We've got Omaggio di Preziosi, which is the precious gift. And here we've got number 1, which is stanza. So this is secrets coming to light, anything hidden in relation to intimacy, anything scorpionic, I would say, that's coming out in the open. And again, around about sexuality. Okay, whatever this is, the news is coming through. You're going to be delirious. Whatever news comes through is going to be a gift. Let's take, I want to see what this Capricornian energy is. Now, Capricorn can speak of drinking too much, eating too much. We've got the 7 of Cups here. Drugs, sex, and rock and roll. Let's take 3 Sibillas on the divine position. 12, 27, 34. Adding up these 3 cards here gives us are 34, which adds up to another 7. Let's take 3 cards. We've got reunion, which is a meeting. 2 people that are in love are coming together. Maybe someone from your past, even a past life. Fidelity, loyalty. Now this is like the 9 of Cups. It's the 9 of Hearts. And the 9 of Cups right on top of Capricorn. Some of you are, you know, trying to drown your sorrows, thinking that your partner, the person that you've been loyal to, the person that is your best friend, because this could be about a best friend, you're thinking that there won't be a coming back together. But there will be. We've got the Dottore, which is the doctor, the solicitor. If this is anything to do with legalities, it's a number 13, which is Scorpio. Scorpio is death and transformation. And I have spoken of healing with a Sun card. Dear Libra. Someone is taking flight. You've got Sagittarian energy. You could be dealing with someone who's at a distance. You may be at a distance from your partner because of family situations, obligations, work. Okay? Maybe your partner is at a distance, maybe working at a distance. You are planning to move in together. We've got the 4 of Wands. It's happening. It is happening. Well, the 4 of Wands is the most positive card here, next to and after the Wheel. So it is time of change. The offer is coming through. Do not worry. I think I will leave it at that because I don't want to make the readings too long. It's already long enough. I hope that this gives you the clarity that you need at this time, at the end of the year. Dear Libra, thank you so much for your support, your likes, shares, subscribes, and comments. Do look out for the next readings before the end of the year, and that should be, of course, the 2019 readings. Hopefully, I will be able to get the Jupiter in each sign readings up as well before the end of the year. Sending you lots of love. Talk to you soon. Don't forget to press that little bell so you can receive the notification of the uploads. Bye for now.